Happy New Year. I'm Paul Palian, and thanks for joining us on Spotlight on Bensenville. Today, we'll provide proof that summer is only a few months away. We'll be talking about the Park District Clubhouse program before and after school, the days off school, and the summer camps with Bensenville Park District Recreation Leader Leslie Monarrez. Welcome, Leslie. Great to have you on the show. If you can, talk a little bit about your responsibilities as the recreation leader at the Park District.
Yeah, so I'm in charge of the before and after care programs, which we call Clubhouse, and then I'm also in charge of our summer camp, Under the Sun.
Oh, great, great. And what does that all entail? What's your day-to-day look like?
Each day's a little bit different. Usually I have different activities that I'm setting up for the day, whether it's arts and crafts, some gym activities. I have different lesson plans planned up. I started planning summer camp already, so I have kind of like the routine that we're kind of going to have this year and different activities and try to introduce new things to each camp.
Excellent. And you've got an interesting background that qualifies you to do all this. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I majored in elementary education, and so I kind of have been using different things that I've learned in college from that degree, whether it's lesson planning and including not just fun activities, but also including some educational stuff in there too. That way the kids are learning not too much since it's after school as well.
Very good. Well, welcome to the Park District and welcome to the show. December and January, obviously you've been busy with the Clubhouse Winter Escape Program, the days off school. Talk a little bit about that program and what happens there.
Yeah, so our Winter Escape is kind of a program where the kids come in during the days that they don't have school. We have different activities set up since it goes from 7 in the morning to 6 p.m. We'll have different arts and crafts kind of relating depending on whether it's winter crafts or it's maybe Christmas crafts, and then they'll have some gym time where they get to play sports that they love, or we'll have some free time, some group games, that way they are still being active and kind of tiring them out for when they go home.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah. It sounds like a great program, but that's just a part of the Clubhouse program. There's also days off school events throughout the year coming up, MLK Day, etc. It's all based on what's happening on the school calendar, right?
Yeah, so whenever most days that the school has off, we usually offer those. That way the parents can drop off their kids and they still get to go to work. Again, it still goes 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and it's almost the same thing as our Winter Break Escape, where they have different activities planned based whether it's a holiday or even a Teacher Institute Day, but they have activities, whether it's the kids love like making slime, so we do that often. We'll do different arts and crafts. We'll sometimes put movies on for the kids, that way they get to enjoy some of their favorite movies. We do gym time, free time. We'll do some sports, that way they still get to learn some of the sports. But we usually tend to have smaller kids, so we'll do like some easier sports for them as well.
Okay, and this is all based on the BSD2 schedule, right? So yeah. Those are those days off of school that they have. We're in the middle of the school year right now. Mm-hmm. Can parents still sign their kids up for days off school? Yeah, so
there's a deadline, I would say. Just have them sign up the Friday before or the couple of days before the actual days off school. That we have kind of a count of how many kids we're going to have that day, but it's open all throughout the school year.
Okay, and it starts, in the new year, that's like the first week of January, then MLK Day, mm-hmm. and then in February there's like President's Day, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. You mentioned the before and after school program too as part of your duties. Tell our audience a little bit about those programs and how to register.
Yeah, so to register, you just kind of go up to the front desk. You tell them whether you're doing before or after care or even both. They have forms up there that you sign. And then once you have them registered, they are in the morning. The parents will drop them off. And then we have things planned, but it's more like the kids just woke up, so they're just playing with their friends. We have board games. They like to color most of the time in the morning. After school is when we have the kids kind of like have a set routine for them. They'll come in 20 minutes of the first time that they're there. It's quiet time. That way they have a chance to do homework. And if they don't have homework, they get the chance to do either read, color, or we have activity sheets. That way it's kind of quiet for the kids that are doing homework. They get to concentrate more. Once that 20 minutes is over, they get to do whatever they want, as in like we have board games. We have a little reading corner where they get to choose different books to read. They can color. We have counselors walking around to help with anything. And sometimes we'll go down to the gym and play some games down there. If not, we're doing arts and crafts up in our room.
Oh, great. It sounds like a great program. I know we did a little video around Thanksgiving where we talked to some of the participants, and they were really grateful. We asked them what they're most grateful for. They said the counselors, and one of the young boys said, "Oh, I appreciate them helping me with my homework." So I think if I was in that program at that age, that would be my morning time. Like I would use the before school, and I'd be catching up trying to finish my homework.
Oh yeah,
before school.
We definitely have some kids doing that too as well. Yes.
Excellent, excellent. How can people, like we said, it's the middle of the year. I teased it at the beginning. It's not too early to think about the summer. Summer camps are going to be starting in June. Talk a little bit about that enrollment process and what do people need to do for that.
Yeah, so summer camp begins June 5th for the kids. So we kind of just ask that you sign up a week before, would be kind of like the deadline. Obviously you can still sign up for later days in the later sessions in the summer. But again, you go over to the Bensenville Park District, you ask the front desk, tell them that you're signing up for the summer camps. They again give you a form and it'll tell you which summer camp you want to go to, whether it's adventure camp, teen camp, we have discovery camp, and we'll have sports camp. And then once you fill out those, they'll give you a different packet, which include kind of the kids' emergency contact numbers, allergies, anything like that, medication that we have to give out to the kids, different types of paperwork that we need that are kind of important just to have on deck since the parents are dropping them off to us.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of different kinds of camps. You mentioned them: adventure, sports, discovery, and team. Can you talk a little bit about each of those real quick and about the curriculum?
Yeah, so each camp is different. So we have teen camp, which is kind of for the older kids. They are kind of counselors in training is what we like to call them. So they'll come in, they'll learn kind of like the basic things to be a counselor, and then we usually like to send them off into each camp to help the counselors that are actually there. And so they're more like helpers too. So again, counselors in training, and they'll help the little kids, whether it's an adventure or they're over in teen or just discovery or sports camp. But they're kind of just there to like help the other counselors as well. And then they also get to have fun. So we'll have different field trips for them. And then days where they're doing their own thing as well. And then we have sports camp, which is kind of centered around sports. So each week we plan to have a different sport for each kid to learn, whether it's basketball, volleyball, lacrosse, floor hockey. Each week we'll try to have a different sport, introduce the rules, how to play, and then kind of towards the end of the week they'll start doing like games. That way they get to like learn new sports for them to like have an interest in. Adventure camp is more based off of like arts and crafts. We still do activities where we like play different sports, but it's more centered off of like we'll do like freeze tag, or we'll do different like games that also don't involve sports but like are more fun for them. And then we'll have days in the week where we kind of like all merge. That way each camp gets to experience the other camp as well. So our adventure camp will get to play or learn new sports, and then sports camp will get to do arts and crafts. But that'll probably just be once a week. That way they each get to do their own camp.
Great. And these camps are broken into sessions, so you can actually enroll in every single camp throughout the summer for those different sessions, right?
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. How long do each of the camps run then? What is the length of a session?
So this year we're doing one session is going to be 1 week. That way it's easier for parents to, if they're on vacation, they can just sign them up for 1 week. And then each week is just, again, the 5 days, Monday through Friday.
Okay. Is that different from in years past then? Was it a couple weeks in years past?
Yeah, so in the couple years past we used to do 2 weeks, would be one session.
Okay, yeah. So that's new and different. I know parents, like myself, I'm a parent, have a choice in enrolling in different camps. What sets the Bensenville Park District summer camps apart?
I mean, in my opinion, I have seen different camps. I've been to different camps when I was younger. I feel like the Bensenville Park District, they offer different types of camps. I know in some other places they'll have like one camp all combined and they'll just do different activities. And here you get the option to choose a camp for each kid. So maybe they're not into sports a lot, so we can put them in adventure camp. Or we have discovery camp where they're over at Fisher Farm, get to learn different stuff for like animals, how to feed them, how to take care of them. We'll have different crafts for them as well. So like it just gives you more options, more varieties for the children.
Oh, great. Sounds great. It's pretty affordable as well. Again, talk a little bit about registration for summer camp. You do that at the DGLC as well.
Yes, so up at the front desk, again, they'll give you papers to sign, how to pay, they'll tell you the things that you need to know, we'll give you packets, and then obviously if you have more questions, call the front desk, and you can always get in contact with me as well.
And there's a discount if you register early, right? So
Yes.
that's good.
Yeah.
On your pocketbook.
Definitely.
What's the date? May 5th?
June 5th is when we start summer camp.
Okay.
So it'd be any time before that.
But to enroll with the discount, I think it's a month before, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Well, great. Anything else you'd like to add about camps or the Clubhouse program?
No, I think we're good. As long, if they enroll their kids in our camp, I'm sure they'll have a bunch of fun, and we'll be expecting them.
Wonderful. Well, thanks so much for joining us, Leslie. You can check out information on the Beeville Parks website, beevilleparks.org, or check out a winter spring program guide, which includes both clubhouse and camp information, as well as upcoming activities and special events. Thanks again. Some of those special events and activities include Messy Mondays, early childhood program, learning to cook and bake with little chefs, cultural and fine arts programs such as art, acting, dance, and music, athletics programs including volleyball skills for boys and girls, also 2 sessions of cheerleading, and a February favorite, floor hockey, and of course the Sweetheart Ball, Saturday, February 4th at White Pines. Finally, it'll be a Bensenville Family Day with the Chicago Wolves. That's Sunday, March 19th. You can purchase tickets that benefit the Bensenville Youth Coalition at beevilleparks.org/wolves and get a game ticket, a hot dog, drink, and even a knit cap. These programs and more included in the Winter Spring Program Guide, which can be found on the beevilleparks.org website. That's all the time we have today. Thanks to our guest, Leslie Monarrez, and also to the Bensenville Multimedia Communications Department for their great work in putting this show together. Till next time, Happy New Year, and so long, everybody.